Sega.
Hello everybody, welcome to the next episode, and hold on. Why would it not take me back to the...
Sega.
Okay, sorry for the cut there, I had to quickly change something, but anyway. Welcome to my next project, Dawn of War, a well-beloved game in the 40k franchise. This is my first introduction into 40k, and I've been playing the majority of the games ever since. I love the 40k games. So yeah, after a very long time, I've managed to finally have the ability to record off my PC again. At least directly off my PC, so I could be able to do games like this. Now, ignore the whole community thing down here, because unfortunately, Dawn of War, despite this being the, the Game of the Year edition or Anniversary edition or whatever it is on Steam, does not support widescreen. It isn't until Dark Crusade and onward is when they supported widescreen, so unfortunately this is the best resolution I can get. I think there is a mod for it, but I've not looked into it, and also I don't know if it's easy to set it up, or if you can even do it with the Steam version. But anyway, let's jump into the campaign, shall we? No. I know how to play. So, we are going to be doing the Dawn of War campaign. Now, first off, difficulty. You have normal difficulty, hard difficulty, and insane difficulty. These are lying to you. These difficulties are lying to you. This is one of the few games that actually lie about their difficulty. Normal difficulty is easy difficulty. Hard difficulty is normal difficulty, and insane is hard difficulty. What is the difference between the difficulties? I believe they do affect the how aggressive the AI will be, but the main draw is that on easy difficulty, the enemy units will be the health will be reduced by 50%, so they will be 50% weaker, so they're much more easy to die. Pretty good difficulty if you want to get into the RTS genre. Normal difficulty, they'll have their standard health, and insane difficulty will give them 150% health, so they'll have an extra 50% health, so they will be harder and take longer to kill. So yeah, we're gonna be staying on normal. But yeah, this is one of the few games where its difficulty actually lies to you. But anyway, let's start the campaign. I'm actually gonna see real quick if I can get rid of... Can I not get rid of the... Alright, I'm gonna have to look into how to get rid of that. So that's probably gonna be staying for a while.
The Emperor, you will not falter! We can't hold! Run for your lives! Cowards! You will fight, or you will die.
I am Captain Gabriel Angelos of the Blood Ravens 3rd Company. Status.
My lord, forgive me. We have done all we can to stop the Orks, but we have failed. My men's lives are yours.
You stood your ground in the face of the Emperor's foes. You've done your duty. If your men have failed you, I will leave their judgment in your hands.
Thank you, my lord.
I am not here for your thanks. This port must be held if we are to maintain troops and supply lines to the planet's surface. That is why we are here. Now, what of the wounded and the civilians?
Stranded. We have few ships.
Then you shall have more. All Blood Raven flights execute Protocol 23 and initiate civilian evacuation. We will dispatch the ground forces.
Yes, my lord.
Ground forces, my lord. But the Orks have retreated.
You must know your enemy to defeat them, Colonel. Orks only retreat to regroup. They will keep coming until you or they are dead. Brothers, let us destroy this alien filth!
Alright, here we go.
What a glorious day for a battle! As the stronghold, our frontline battle headquarters is currently being assembled. We should proceed with caution until it is finished.
Alright, so let's do this. We got some Marines.
Heresy grows from idleness.
We got Gabriel Angelos, one of my favorite characters of 40K.
Splendid. The stronghold is complete.
Here to serve.
We must now set about establishing a proper frontline base.
With all due haste.
Faith is our shield. Onward to glory!
I'm probably gonna have to mess around with the keys a bit because what I have in my setup right now is a bit awkward.
The first thing we need is a chapel barracks. That will allow us to call down more Space Marine squads.
Let's have you build with him so it goes a little faster.
And carry a big gun.
Yeah, so the Space Marines in the lore, they're basically like superhumans. They're like super soldiers, essentially, because they go through all kinds of genetic changes and whatnot.
Excellent. The chapel barracks is finished. Now you can build some more Space Marine squads.
And they also, I think, go through not only some genetic changes, but also I think get like some bio changes as well. Like they get like, I think they have like 2 hearts, 4 lungs. Like it's ridiculous if you actually look it up.
These orcs, we will need to call in some special weapons. We must build an armory to get access to them.
Oh, need requisition. Here,
Awaiting
do me a
orders.
favor and
Players
go
in the
capture
name of
that.
the Emperor.
Here to serve. With all due haste. Here to serve. I will do as
We
you
must
ask.
start capturing strategic points. These 3 closest strategic points will do for now. Let us capture them first, and then move on to the others.
Right, so when you start with a squad, you start with a small number of squad. You can add more troops to a squad to up the number of squad, which also ups the amount of damage and the survivability.
Heresy.
An entire unit isn't wiped out until every member of a squad is dead. So if you have 1 guy left in a squad, then
The armory is operational. The Space Marine squads can now upgrade their standard bolters to flamers and heavy bolters.
Beneficent one.
yeah, so if you have let's get this upgrade. So yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, so as long as 1 guy
Not forget our power needs. Building a plasma generator will supply us with the power we need to keep our force going.
let's
I will do as you ask.
I need more strategic. But yeah, one thing I was gonna mention, I love in the cutscene one of the guards tried to turn around and shoot I forget his name, but yeah, tried to shoot him. Because all the cutscenes happen in real time.
We are the Emperor's chosen.
In engine.
We stand ready. Understood.
So we cannot
Yes,
upgrade
most
that.
beneficent one.
Plasma generators will continue to
Awaiting
produce
orders.
power at a constant rate. But there is a limit of how
Heresy
many
grows
plasma
from
generators
idleness.
can be built per stronghold.
So yeah, you can also give certain squads various weapons and whatnot they can use.
What is your order?
I don't think we can, yeah, we can't upgrade the stronghold currently.
Here to serve.
Area secured.
Once we get that, we can put a listening post onto this. So basically building listening posts
Stay
on
vigilant,
strategic
brothers.
points you captured makes it that way the enemy cannot cap it. After you got it, they have to destroy this strategic point, and it also ups the resource you get from that strategic point. So like right now this is generating a 6, while here it's generating 12.
Fear denies faith. Awaiting orders. Engage.
So I give
We
the
stand
squad some heavy
ready.
bolters. Some weapons will require a bit of setup time, so they'll have like this little bar and then they'll be fully set up and they'll shoot anything. They'll unset up if they ever move.
Yes, my lord. Weapons at ready. It is time.
Any particular reason.
Brothers, the enemy must be nearby.
I await your instructions.
Alright, so let's get
I
another
will
listening
do
post
as you
there.
ask. Yes, Lord. With
Get another generator.
We are the Emperor's chosen.
Get a squad down there. Cap that so that way we can get more. Oh. Yeah, so things are going to be a little wonky because this, despite not having being widescreen, some things in the UI for this game is not built for the resolution. I may need to play around with that.
Heresy grows from idleness. Faith is our shield.
Get another bolter.
Fear denies faith.
Yeah, so if you look here, so heavy bolters. Also, they do change the properties of the squad and
Well done.
of a unit and what
We
they
have
can
captured
face.
several strategic points. Capturing strategic points and building
Yes,
listening
Lord.
posts on them earns us more requisition
With all
resource,
due haste.
which we can
Faith
use
is
when
our
we build
shield.
squads and equipment.
Fear our wrath.
I await your instructions.
Yeah. So yeah,
We are
getting
the
different weapons
Emperor's
will change the
chosen.
squad. You do have to pay a bit of resource to give them weapons, but like flamers, they are very close range, but they're good.
Excellent. The point is now protected from an orc retaliation. We should continue to build listening posts on all our captured points.
Thank you, Gabriel.
Yes,
But yeah, flamers, they do pretty decent infantry damage, but their main thing is
It
breaking
is time
morale.
to
We
hunt
are the
down the
Emperor's
source of
chosen.
these orcs. They must have a
What's your
base
order?
somewhere within the walls of this Imperial facility. But where?
So yeah, they're good for breaking morale. Morale is like this blue
Awaiting orders.
number right here. Basically, the morale determines how good a unit will be in combat. If this morale ever breaks, the unit will be very piss poor at combat. They will do less damage and be less accurate, but they will be able to move faster, allowing them to get away. What's all the way down here that it wants? Is there another... Send you down there. Let's go...
Cleanse, purge, kill.
Oh, no, wait. I think we need to go that
Orders
way at some
received,
point,
brother.
don't we?
What is your order?
Get more of
Awaiting
this.
orders.
Get a bunch of flamers.
Yes, Lord.
He who stands with me shall
Shall be my brother.
Charge.
Kill a bunch of these Gretins. They're like one of the few builder units that can actually fight back,
No surrender.
though they are pathetically weak.
Maintain attack formation.
This
He who stands with me
shall be my brother.
Most beneficent one.
Yeah, so
I will do
let's get our servitor here to work on this. And servitors actually have some pretty dark history, because I believe these guys are criminals or marines that like
We
went
are the
AWOL
Emperor's chosen. As your
and
command.
basically been turned into like mindless drones.
This day shall be a glorious one for the Imperial.
As a way of penance, if I remember correctly.
Understood. Engaging the enemy.
Also, everybody has two types of
all
attacks.
The glory
And look
of
there,
the Imperium.
a break in the spaceport's defensive wall. They must have blasted their way in.
Attack!
We must destroy this orc camp and any others these foul creatures may have constructed.
So you can see Gabriel's slashing thing with a sword. Every unit has
Excellent. This orc camp has been destroyed.
a melee and range option. There are a few exceptions for some units, but Gabriel, he can shoot at range, but his average damage is around 54 to 65 per shot, where his melee damage is 126 to 154. So he's ideal to fight in melee. Some units are better at close range
Heresy
than others.
grows from idleness.
The Marines are pretty average when it comes to this. They're surprisingly actually better melee than range, unless you get them their guns, which can affect their range damage more efficiently.
Moving out.
Although it doesn't display any additional damage that the guns give. It also shows you what they can counter.
Faith is our shield.
So like they can counter infantry and morale. This does take into effect any weapons they have currently equipped.
Walk softly and carry a big gun.
But yeah, so if a unit set to range gets attacked in melee, then they'll also get involved in melee. You can tell them to either be melee or range, and you can tell them all kinds of different stances.
The enemy must be nearby.
Yes, Lord. Yes,
Get the
Lord.
servitor over here.
Here
Those
to
Imperial
serve.
Guardsmen look like they could use some assistance.
Pilgrim
Come,
Team
brothers,
721
make haste.
initiated.
Our prayers have been answered. Here come the Space Marines!
Direct us to
Let's go help these Imperial Guard.
orders received. Under fire.
Oh, we're getting attacked from the side.
Yes, Lord. I
Defending
shall
objective.
obey.
You can build there.
Build protocol.
My fate is my shield. Space Marines, advance!
We are the Imperial Guard. It is time we started acting like it.
Urge. Kill.
But we managed to save these Imperial Guard.
Walk softly.
So here is another example. Cover. This is light cover. When you see units have like little shields above their head, that means they are in cover of some kind. Light cover, when infantry and walking vehicles will take slightly less damage from range attacks when standing in cover, but will move slower. Infantry will also gain morale at a faster rate while in it, however, it does not affect non-working vehicles, so like tanks and whatnot will not gain the benefit of cover.
Orders received.
So if you're gonna be in a melee range fight, it's pretty good to get into cover, as it can make your units last longer. There's also heavy cover, which is much more better.
Under fire.
Space Marines, advance!
Attack move into here.
Ever vigilant. Commencing attack.
Regroup!
Today, the enemy shall know fear.
Go and deal with these orcs over here. So because of Gabriel, because he's a force commander, he does really good melee damage. So these orcs are pretty much screwed. So I have the heavy bolters, which I love the heavy bolters.
Orders
I
received.
think usually a marine that has a heavy bolter is known as a devastator.
Space Marines, advance! While the enemies of the Emperor still draw breath,
They can do ridiculous damage. Also, a neat thing about this game is that units, if they have a range option, they can move and shoot at the same time. It says I believe they suffer an accuracy penalty, but not like other games where generally a unit needs to be completely still before they can attack. So when a unit is either going somewhere or trying to run away, they can still essentially fight back if an enemy's in their firing arc. While we're doing that,
I await your
Servitor, you can move up
I
here.
exist to serve.
We are the
You Marines, take this from the Orks. So the Orks are a very interesting race. The best way to describe them is that they weaponize stupidity. They're basically like these race of fungus, believe it or not. They're actually a type of fungus that were created by these gods many years ago, many like eons ago, to fight in an ancient war. Or I don't think it was gods. I think it was like a highly advanced race. Either or. They were made to fight in this war, and then after the war, they basically reverted into like this primal, we want to fight everything state.
Excellent. This Ork camp has been destroyed.
But what makes the Orks interesting is that they are naturally psychers. They have natural psychic abilities, as most of the Orks aren't aware of it.
Initializing build
And their abilities as psychers is that what they believe becomes a reality. Especially if more Orks believe in it. So basically, yeah, if they believe something to be true, then it becomes true. Like, basically their guns are, for the most part, like scrap. Like, if you can like get a good look at this gun, you can see it doesn't look like a proper gun, but because they believe it is a gun, it becomes a gun. So yeah, the Orks are basically like, yeah, we've weaponized stupidity. And they are pretty stupid, but do not take their stupidity for granted, as despite them being naturally really stupid, they are actually very cunning and very tactical. But usually they are very humorous anytime they show up in pretty much anything.
Under fire!
Regroup! Walk softly and carry a big gun.
I love that. Walk softly and carry a big gun. I do love some of the quotes in Warhammer. Dawn of War specifically, because yeah, some of them are funny. Like, yeah, walk softly and carry a big gun.
Onward to glory! We will crush the enemies of the Imperium.
So Gabriel, if I wanted to, I can attach him to a squad, which does benefit the squad. I forget what the Force Commander primarily provides.
Orders received.
If he's attached to a squad, does it say?
Praise the Emperor.
Boosts the morale recovered when attached to squads.
My faith is my...
So basically, if a squad has low morale, it's good to attach him to it. That way they can either get morale quickly, or if you know that squad's going to have morale problems.
Yes, most beneficent one? Yes, Lord.
Yeah, hopefully, if I do continue the Dawn of War series for the channel,
Yes,
when we eventually
Lord.
get to Dark Crusade, which is 2 games down the line, we'll have proper widescreen and we'll also avoid all of these issues.
The area is secure.
With all due haste.
Alright, so
Walk
get that.
softly. And
While he's
carry a
building, I
big
do like that
gun.
the drag box does not select builders.
Maintain attack formation.
Yeah, I love the Space Marines. Especially since this was back during
Maintain
the...
attack
Oh,
formation.
what edition of 40k was this? Was this actual 40k or was this the 41st? Because I know this is like way before like the Primaris stuff.
Maintain attack formation.
Which the Primaris are like twice the size of these dudes.
Taking
By
damage.
my command.
Attack move into this base. I believe this should be the last Ork camp on this map. Or I think we get sent to another one shortly after destroying it. Oh, what knocked everyone away? Holy...
My aim shall not falter.
Attack move!
Prevent us.
Move in, Marines. I want every gun shooting at this barracks.
Glory of the Imperium. Engaging the enemy.
There, that's the last of them. Well done, Blood Ravens. Victory is ours.
I am honored to be in the presence of a librarian. I wish to know how my men can better serve you.
We shall wait for the captain to finish his prayers. I saw you stand against the Orks. You are a brave man, Colonel. I wish I could say the same of your men.
I shall strengthen their resolve, my lord.
See that you do, or we shall do it for you. You have something you wish to say. Say it, Colonel.
How did you know?
Even without my psychic gifts, it is obvious. Speak.
Is it true your company eradicated a heresy on the planet of Cyrene recently? An exterminatus, down to the planet's last man, woman and child.
Colonel, your company is welcome, but such questions are not. Do not ask the captain about Cyrene if you intend to remain in his good graces. Brother Captain, the Colonel wishes an audience with you.
Thank you, Isidore.
My lord, My Tartarus 37th Imperial Guard Regiment stand ready to serve you in protecting the city. They wish to make amends for...
They will have many opportunities to prove themselves warriors worthy of the Emperor. The Blood Ravens are leaving the city. Its protection is in your hands.
I will ready my men. May I ask what your next course of action is?
Orcs only respect strength. I intend to show them that we have it in ample supply.
And the mission is a success.
Excellent. This Orc camp has been destroyed.
Yes, Gabriel, you're a bit late on that. So with that, we will end the mission here, and in the next episode, we'll do the next mission. If you enjoyed this episode, do like the videos, it helps tremendously. Subscribe if you haven't already, leave a comment down below on your thoughts this episode, and share the video so that way more people can discover my content, help the channel grow. And I'll see you all next time. Later.